Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. If you have been drawn to this reading, what I'll be focusing on is the question, will your person ever reach out? So this is for those of you who are in no communication. Maybe it's been recently that you guys have broken up, or maybe it's been a while since you've even interacted with this person. So we'll be taking a look at that energy here, whether you consider them your ex-partner, your soulmate, twin flame, past, or lost love. We'll take a look at that vibe. All right, guys, so general advice as always, only take parts of the message that fully resonate with you and release the rest. All right, guys, so let's dive right into it. Hello, Libra. How are you guys? So I'll be starting off with the Angel Answers deck, taking a look at the messages that need to come through, focusing on your person wanting to reach out. Could there be a delay in communication or hesitation towards communication? Let's take a look at that. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. All right, first message, reconsider. Okay, so maybe you're being directed to come up with a different plan. Maybe your person is, especially if they have maybe hesitated to contact you. This could be a message from their angel guides telling them to reconsider, because there is perhaps something really positive that could come out of a conversation that you guys need to focus on. Let's see. I'm also getting, and this isn't going to resonate with everybody, I am getting that the person that you are wanting to reach out to you, you're being directed to perhaps focus on someone else, or to just not dedicate your time and energy so much into thinking whether or not they can communicate. I'm feeling that you're being guided onto a different path. That's a possibility. So a couple of interpretations there. Obviously take whichever one you feel makes more sense for you. Oh yeah, look at this, guys. We have choose a new direction. So this seems to be coming through for those of you who might still be thinking about a romantic connection from the past, and you might be being redirected to just focus elsewhere, especially if they're not interested in communicating at this point. I don't know, I'm just getting that for some of you. And it's a very clear message for those of you who are still focusing on maybe like an ex-partner who's already with somebody else, or there could have been some complications there. I'm getting a possibility of third party as well. All right, let's see what else. Let me grab one more card for Libra. Be assertive. Maybe you haven't been assertive in the past. That could be an indication that that's something that you're being guided to do at this point in time. And that could also be what you're wanting your person to be, you know, to just take action, to take the necessary steps to communicate and to reach out, for them to just grab hold of the reins and do whatever is necessary for you guys to talk again. All right, so take whatever part of that message is resonating with you. Let's dig a little bit deeper here, Libra, and see what else we can find out when it comes to the person you're focused on. But your angel guides are coming through in this reading, for some of you anyway, to let you know that perhaps it's time to let go and to focus elsewhere. We do have illusions, very interesting, false, deception, fantasy. Okay, it's really important for you to be honest with yourself, to be truthful with yourself. Maybe for some of you guys at this point, it is just an illusion. It is just a fantasy for this person. You know, maybe you're dreaming about this person reaching out to you, but maybe that's not possible. Something's standing in the way. Okay, let's see what else. What else for Libra? Interesting message. Yeah, there's something coming through as an imbalance here. Rocky, unstable, faulty. So it doesn't have a strong foundation. Okay. Let me grab one more card here. Wasn't expecting this one to go in this direction. Oh boy. All right. So now we've got sudden. This card for me reminds me of a Tower moment. Shocking, fast, electrifying. So unexpected. Something unexpected happened here that broke you guys up more than likely. And there's a reason for that, you know. So if you relate to this and you're still holding on to this idea that you and this person can be together, it does seem that this could be a sign that you're meant to just close that door and go in a different direction. It clearly is stating that here. Choose a new direction. Reconsider, you know, the person that you're focused on. Perhaps it's time to sever ties. And, you know, obviously we're focusing on people who are in separation. So severing ties in our heart is a little bit harder to do, because it's one thing to walk away from someone and not be with them in a physical sense in 3D, but it's a lot harder to release that connection or that tie in our hearts when it comes to somebody that might not be good for us. Okay, so let's see. Really interested to see what the tarot messages are for this one. And, you know, this could be triggering for some of you, but it could also be the hard truth, you know, maybe something that you have avoided for a very long time. And it's just time to face the music, so to speak. That Tower moment could have been a blessing in disguise as well, to maybe remove you from a situation that's no longer serving you. And the cards are really coming through for this one. Two of Swords. You guys are at a crossroads. You're at a stalemate. There's no movement here. It is stuck. It's seriously stuck, guys. Five of Swords. Wow. Followed by the Ace of Cups. If you haven't already walked away from this person, I feel you're being directed to do that for this one. It seems that there's a conflict here that's got something to do maybe with another person that's in this person's life. And of course, that's not everybody's story, but the message I'm getting here is focus on allowing new love to come in. And in the meantime, focus on self-love. Focus on being able to fill your own cup in the meantime, because your connection to this person might have put you in a position where your cup is empty. Whatever this Tower represented, it could have been a very difficult experience for you. We do have the Knight of Wands. I can't help but feel that it could be my feminines that might have gotten involved with a masculine that really wasn't looking for exclusivity in the relationship. They, plain and simple, could have been a player. They weren't really looking to settle down with you or to be exclusive. And as painful as that might be, you know, you're here because you probably already experienced that. And you know, the heart wants what it wants, and there's no fault in that. It is what it is, you know. But I feel if you still care for this person, if you still love this person, you're still being directed to not even entertain communication or a reconnection with this person, because you're better off without them. I know you miss them though. Okay, so the Six of Cups. Perhaps you're feeling quite nostalgic about the memories that you and this person have shared. They think about that as well. But hopefully at this point, they have either come to their own realizations that what they brought into your life was not a good thing. You know, I don't know if this was a third party involvement or some other drama that happened. You could be wanting that reconciliation. Maybe they've thought about it. They might even reach out and tell you that they want to get back together, but I'm just feeling here that it's not a good idea, that it would ultimately end up hurting you even more than it already has. Not the best message, but look at this. It's clarified, guys. We've got the Tower right there. Same type of energy. You're in separation for a reason. And the direction that this reading has gone is leave it be. Leave it where it is, because you're better off without this individual. I was not expecting this reading to go in this direction, but that's the message, guys. So I don't know who this is for. You're going to know right off the bat if it's not for you. But if it is, that's the message. Plain and simple. You're being directed to just close the door on this one. Love yourself enough to know when it's time to walk away in your heart. And to just focus on loving yourself in order to find the love that you're looking for elsewhere. All right, guys, so I'll leave it right there. Spirit has spoken, angel guides have spoken, and that's the message. If you are interested in your own personal reading, I'd love to be able to offer you guidance that way. That information is down below in the description box, as well as the link to the decks featured here. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you next time. Take care.